Hey guys, good morning. This is Teacher Noy and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is my morning look. I woke up like this. Yesterday I had arranged the different varieties of plants here in my garden and I also installed the net. This is also one of my dreams that one day I can have this kind of arrangement and I can also provide net for my plants, especially the summer season. This is what I really afraid of, the summer season, because plants cannot resist for too much sunlight exposure. Now I will show you how I painstakingly arrange the different potted plants in this area, and of course I will also show you that some of my potted plants I planted it directly to the soil. If you are interested and like this video, don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell icon for more updates. For today's video, I'm going to show you how I arrange the different potted plants in the front of my garden and how I also installed the net, providing them a double protection. And I'm proud to share to you today how I use the smaller space in my garden in doing my arrangement. If you don't have a bigger space or enough space in your garden, try this strategy that I'm using in arranging the potted plants and non-potted plants. So let's begin the garden tour and sharing the care and tips in doing the arrangement of potted plants in the garden. This is my money tree. I really love this when it gives flower. The yellow one and the red one. So according to Feng Shui, if there's a flower, so there are good blessings that really come into your home. Either good health, abundance of blessings, and it turns into red. Red symbolizes about blocking of the negative energy, and then after red it will give seed. So that seed will be the one to use in propagation. So I did not trim this one. And another tip, do not sweep the leaves and the flower that will trap on the ground. So that is not a good Feng Shui. According to the book of Feng Shui, just pick all the leaves, the dry leaves that fall on the ground, including also the flower, then put all the dry leaves and flower on the potted plants. So here I just put the 3 potted plants here because Lucky Bamboo is one of the money maker plants. So I have here the variegated one. It really thrive here. And I have also here another variegated Lucky Bamboo. Actually, I have 3 types of this. I mean 4, but I only use the 3 types. Oh yeah, I have 4 types of variegated bamboo, Lucky Bamboo plant. The green one, this one. I have also the yellow-green type, and I have green and white variegation. And of course, this is a kind and unique type of Lucky Bamboo. So I planted 4 types of Lucky Bamboo, 2 in every pot. And to have a focal plant, we called it a king in the area, or a queen. So you are going to put one kind or type of plant just to show the variation of the art. So that is. Then yesterday I installed the net here. As you can see on my previous video, I put the black net leveling to this fence here. That is why I decided to raise the net, because in every time I'm watering, I'm doing my propagation here, that net is really eyesore. It's not good to my eyes and even to the people who are coming here in my garden. So now it's really good to see. I just use a string and then I pulled it. Anyway, from time to time we are changing our arrangement so it's easy to take off this net. Maybe someday I can provide them a durable shade using the steel. So here I just put also the spider plant. Maybe this is Pandanus, I guess. Then I have here a baby rubber tree. This is easy to grow. And I get all my Prince of Orange philodendrons at the back. Then I put this philodendron here in front. I have lots of Prince of Orange philodendron. Tip number 1, if you have this small space in your home, try to balance also the area for elevation. Just do the cementing style for your landscaping, a plain space, and also do this on the other side. So this is my technique, and then I'm letting the Bermuda grass to grasp or to grow because I want to see a greener one in this area. Maybe I'll be putting some blocks going to the grotto so that the Bermuda grass will not be affected, and every time I'm doing my gardening episode in this area, a walk-in episode and everything. And tip number 2, if you have money, you have enough money, you can buy or construct the steel. You can buy and construct the steel flower stand. That is also a space consuming strategy. You can put anywhere in your garden for the elevation also of your plants. I know in the city there are lots of steel flower stands you can buy anywhere in your place. But here in the province, we are totally far from those imagination of designing of our garden. But time will come, we'll be having that every planter dreams to have in the garden. Some of these plants are common plants. Why I put the common plants in this area? Because it is really near to the street. You know, the eyes of people are getting hot. And if they will get some of it, anyway, I have some piles. But don't do that, guys. Just ask to me and I will give you this. One of these collections. So I have so many Philodendron Orlando. And this is the Aglonema. So beautiful. And tip number 3, if you have so many files of one variety of plant, just put all in one plant to consume also the space. So this is what I'm doing yesterday. That is why I sleep very early. You know, I'm so tired of doing the rearranging of this area. So just put, if you have 5, just put in one pot and change the soil for the light lifting of the pot whenever you're doing rearranging again in your area, and to look also lush. So that's what I'm doing to that green aglonema here. And tip number 4, if you're doing your arrangement, always apply the look at this Homalomina. I think this is bronze or black Homalomina. It didn't thrive very well in this area before because my net is being shortened. It has only half meter. So now the width of this net is 6 feet. So it is really good to them. I have here my 4-potted Philodendron Sanado. And then this fern is getting bigger and bigger. And my giant photos is really thrilling on the stem. I'm always looking for the giant leaf. Maybe it will become giant one of these days. And then this area I planted my variegated elephant ear, the alocasia, and also the 2 types of alocasia, the longiloba and I forgot the one, because my plan is to make this alocasia becomes huge, producing huge leaves. One thing that I have seen when I planted this one in the pot, leaves are not even getting bigger and it's easily to fall and even die. And some of the places I really saw that the variegated elephant ear alocasia planters planted it directly to the soil and the plant is really strong and give a huge petal and gigantic leaf. So that's what I'm expecting to this, hoping that this variegated alocasia will really thrive in this area. And also this rubber tree, the Ficus elastica triangularis, I really planted it directly to the soil because for 3 years in staying in my garden and also in my hand, this Ficus elastica isn't growing good. So maybe planting directly to the soil will really help this triangularis. And I have also here my Ficus elastica Black Prince. So we called it Black Prince. I planted it directly to the soil because I want to grow it like a tree-like plant. And then for the shade, I have here also what we call San Francisco, a variety of San Francisco And here in our grotto, we have here, I think this is a group of begonia. I know. I forgot the name. This is not a begonia. Guys, if you know the idea, just comment. And then, my Philo Brazil, look at that. Once it receives a good sunlight, it will really give you a heavy variegation. The full variegation, some other leaves giving half variegation. And it's a climbing philodendron. And we also put here Aglonema Boxer. So that is the work of Nanay. You know how Nanay is really doing her panata to the saints. So tip number 5, if you have also this kind of space, you can also do another elevation side to side. You can't see directly the siding of this too elevated, space cemented, because I put some potted plants here, the propagated ones and the new collected plants in the online, or we bought in every garden. I'm still looking for the space on that side someday, or I will buy the steel flower stand to maximize the space. And this side, yesterday, I have still the remaining pots because of my work yesterday. My body is really painful. And this area, according to the feng shui, in the main entrance of your house, the ladder shouldn't be used in front of this area. So one thing that you are going to do is to design your entrance where you in shouldn't be facing to each other. It should be opposite. So this is facing east, and our entrance is also, and our entrance there is facing to the south. So that's good function. And then I block this ladder of potted plants because according to feng shui, anything in your area which is giving a negative energy, just block it using the plants or the wood element, like furniture potted plants. So this is my green burley marts, and I have also here the Prince of Orange Philodendron and Choco Impress. Hopefully these plants will recover soon. Look at the leaf. It's not an original or normal leaf. It's because of the sunlight, it turned yellow. And some there are dotted yellow color. Tomorrow I'll be cleaning the potted plants. And that is one thing that I really enjoy doing my gardening episode, cleaning of plants. I'm using the brush and water. So that's my new arrangement here in my garden. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and tap the bell icon for more updates about arrangement, gardening episode, plants propagation, plants care and tips, walk-in episode, and work-related videos. I know you are gaining new tips. Guys, thank you for watching once again.